Hey.
I actually have one of your stories I've been sitting on, good sir. I actually brought it up here just so we could remind everybody of who you are.
All right, read it.
Pop's story about the frag grenade reminded me of one from the academy. I'll set the stage. CERT training or SWAT training, SRT. Going back for my 8 weeks of SRT training, well, the FBI's HRT team shows up, tries to tell us how to properly enter and clear a building. Do a search warrant voice, rappel, kick indoors. Well, they get their asses handed to them by our instructors. They leave and instructors tell us, forget every fucking thing you heard from those idiots. Today is day 0. We start over. Well, we go on range training, precision shooting, hostage rescue, force on force, etc. Day comes for high-risk warrant service training. We get to play with the flashy grenades. Goody, goody. We get to go to actually breach, bang, and clear. Get to shoot instructors who are dicks with the sim guns, hopefully in the dick. I get set up with my entry team. I'm the breacher. That sounds very homo-confirmed right there.
Yeah,
so I swing a I speak a big-ass battering ram and smash the door open. Was it the front door or the back door? I'm asking for inquiring minds. We want to know.
It was the front door. Only the front door.
The expert from Cheyenne PD is behind the point man, an instructor on the shield with a pistol. While the expert pulls the pin, prematurely pops the spoon, and then tosses the flashbang, blinding all of us. We reset. They put him back on the flashbang, and this time the door bursts open. Expert pulls the pin, tosses the flashbang, only to have it bounce off the opposing wall and land at the feet of the instructor.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, the guy was a fucking idiot.
Instructor kicks it into the room. It goes off. Expert gets his ass chewed, gets smoked, and we reset. Expert goes again, pulls the pin, tosses flashbang, bounces it off the door. We scatter
Learns
again.
Nothing.
What's that definition of insanity we keep hearing about so much?
Yeah.
We stack up. Expert pulls the pin, tosses it again, only to have it bounce back into the doorway close enough to disorient him and the instructor. Instructor's had enough. He's furious.
Yep.
So he pulls the idiot out of training and makes him a hostage taker while making a note to fail the expert. The next one goes in, goes off, and then an instructor tosses a CS grenade and tells us to put on your masks. We enter and clear, and then he pops the expert at close range with a sim Glock after knocking him on his ass with a ballistic shield. No, it's not a prank, but it's a good story of how the loudmouth got his comeuppance. A few months later, I pulled the same expert over for going 60 in a 40 in my city. Needless to say, his chief and captain had a nice conversation with him about the law.
All right, now, first of all,
you've seen some shit, man.
Those flashbang grenades, right? They're pretty much the same thing as the U.S. Army grenade simulators. And,
I've heard.
Well, I mean, because they work off flash powder.
Ah.
Now, there was 2 or 3 occasions where, when I was lower enlisted, and one of the worst things you can get on a Ranger squad is being the guy who runs up and throws his body on the barbed wire so everyone can run over you. Well, it was my turn. Like, all right, Pop, get up there and fall on that triple concertina wire so we can run over it for you. And I'm like, well, can I have an MRA box or something? Like, what? No. Just get your ass up there. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to get all cut up.
Goody, goody.
So I run up there, and as I'm running, some of the defenders threw 3 grenade simulators, and they went off like almost within a half a second each.
Ooh.
So I'm running up, and it's like boom, 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 and I flop on the wire. I was totally disorientated.
I bet.
They had to come back and get me like 5 minutes later to pick me up and walk me off the wire. So I was like,
when we're doing it when we were doing it in SRT training, that SWAT training, we had to have we had the old Mitch 2000 helmets. The Pop remembers the Pazgats where we had the ones without the visor.
Yep.
So we were expected in training, just like when you were at the range, to wear hearing protection. So we have hearing protection, so it doesn't really fuck with you that much, other than a little bit of concussiveness from the fucking explosion.
Mm-hmm.
It's the flash that gets you. Well, then when you're doing it in training at your PD, you're not wearing hearing protection.
Oh, great.
You're going in like this is an actual fucking raid. So we actually had a guy when we were doing a raid training at the PD. We were supposed to have the training flashbangs, which aren't as loud or as concussive. One of the guys fucked up and he brought an actual flashbang. And instead of having it, he doesn't have it in his gear. He has it stowed in. At the time, we were wearing black BDUs, the LAPD Velcro and button fucking OTVs.
Yep.
The fucker has it in his BDU pant, and he pulls it out, and I don't know how the fuck he did it, but he managed to pull the pin at the same time he pulls it out of his pocket, rolls it through the door. At the same time, the captain Fucknugget fires another one through the fucking window with the 40 mic, and they both go off at the same time with the captain's blows a wall out. His goes off. We're all fucking disoriented. The guys inside that are supposed to be opposing, Op 4 are in there fucked up. They're trying to shoot at us with sim guns. We're trying to figure out what the fuck we're doing because we're fucked up. And yeah, it was a fun night in a condemned house that I almost fell through a floor into the basement on.
So, what was the rank of Fucknut?
Captain
Fucknut.
Captain.
Yeah.
Fucknut.
All right, that sounds like a new superhero.
Major Fucknut.
This is Captain.
Well, there's he's
correct.
He's Captain Cum Guzzler, Captain Shit Stain.
Yeah,
he was under investigation for some things, so I'll talk about that later. But
Captain Fucknugget of the Starship Enterprise.
well, we had a Buzz Lightyear. Major Buzz Lightyear was one of our commanders.
Buzz Lightyear,
dude. First of all, the dude was like 6'5". Weighed
shit.
about 250-ish.
Woo! That's a big dude.
He was such a fucking moron. Holy shit.
A gentle giant. Right?
He was the commander where I would always be in the back of the formation when he's giving his little crazy little briefings. I'm like, someone's gonna die. And like everyone starts laughing. Shut the fuck up. I'm just like, hey, you're gonna get somebody killed, sir. I'm just trying to help you out.
Maybe he was one of these guys. Got one of our first funny videos of the night. Which we're just stringing fucked up but funny throughout the whole day here. But I think we're going to have to assess some homo suspicion points here.
Oh, no.
Pull up 6 inches.
6 inches? I got you.
it's definitely not homo suspicion. It's belong.
Cool.
Right there.
That's confirmed.
Oh my god!
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.